nice. Today it's a beautiful day, a snowy day, kind of cold, but yeah, from my point of view it's pretty beautiful. I really like when it's snowing and it's this kind of weather, and it's a perfect fit with this brand new BMW 4 Series Coupe. Is the M440i, and in this video we will do the test drive. I will drive the car and I will give you the feedback on how it's on the road, how are the suspension, how is the steering, how is the comfort, everything about this car regarding the driving you will find out in this video. I will have a separate video with the same car, full review, interior, exterior, technical data, material quality, everything, new multimedia system. There I explain you everything, so definitely check out that video as well. And if you want to enjoy driving it with me today, stay until the end of the video, because we will test this car, we will test the acceleration, we will test the stability, the suspension, everything about the car in this video. By the way, we have winter tires, 19-inch wheels, beautiful M Performance M wheels, gray matte. They're a little bit dirty right now, but yeah, definitely check out the review video there. The car was super clean and you can see more info. Ventilated brake discs, really big on the rear, red brake calipers. On the front it comes also with ventilated brake discs, red brake caliper, 4 pistons, super strong, super nice, really beautiful car. This is the facelift, the new 2025 version. It looks much sleeker, much nicer than the previous version from my point of view. Let's go inside. This is the key with the M colors on it. Interior, it's super beautiful with this kind of beige brown merino leather. Incredible seats, perfect fit to drive, comfortable but also sporty. You have side support, you have adjustments here, aluminum pedals there. I will go inside because it's pretty snowing outside, and I will give you some technical data before we start driving. I'll leave it right here. Lovely interior. I really love the layout of the dashboard, the new screens, tilted multimedia screen here on the right side. We have a digital cockpit. Let's start the car and let me show you how it sounds. And then if you put it in sport mode and if you put it in sport plus like it is right now, hear this out. Hear this out. Oh, lovely sound. I really love this sound. The seatbelt come out pretty nice, so just like that, and then once you put it in place it goes in back, super cool. Now let me put it back in Eco mode. Eco Pro, you have also Eco Pro individual. I will go in a second there. Let me put the phone here at wireless charging. You can charge your phone wireless right here, pretty cool. Before I explain you every single feature and the buttons here, I want to go to the technical data to give you some information about the car. So as I said, the version that I have with me is the M440i xDrive. It's all-wheel drive. The car drives permanently the all 4 wheels. Is the coupe version, mild hybrid. That means it has an 11 horsepower electric motor and 48 volt battery, 0.4 kilowatt hour, which help the petrol engine to respond a little bit faster and also to cruise from time to time in electric mode. I will show you in a second. Price of the car start at 61,600 euro, but with all options it goes up to 91,625 euro. Check out the review video to see the options. The engine, guys, we still have some amazing fun to drive car like this 4 Series Coupe. 3-liter 6 cylinders in line, amazing engine combined with an 8-speed automatic transmission, Steptronic. The power 374 horsepower, 500 newton meters, top speed limited to 250 km per hour, and we have 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds. Ground clearance 12.9 centimeters, drag coefficient 0.28, turning circle 12 meter. I want to point out that the car comes with M Sport differential. We have steering sport, variable direction. We have the package with the adaptive chassis, adaptive chassis, a lot of options. So yeah, now regarding the M chassis, adaptive M chassis option, that means every time you change the driving mode, yeah, the suspension is kind of adapt to different driving mode. In sport mode, a little bit stiffer. When you go in eco mode, you can feel the suspension a little bit softer, and you can definitely feel that. When you go in eco mode, you can go to configure individual here, and you can also adjust different settings, and you have the damping here, the suspension, you have sport or comfort, or you have the steering, also sport or comfort. And when you go in sport mode, you have also sport, you have sport plus and sport individual. If you go to sport individual, you can also adjust every single part of the car, like the dampings, yeah, like suspension, sport or comfort. You have the steering, sport or comfort. Even the steering react differently in different driving modes. You have the drivetrain, sport plus or comfort, yeah, kind of, and the transmission, sport plus and comfort, which is really cool. You have a lot of settings to choose from. We will start in Eco. I will leave it on Eco Pro, so I'll leave the car to respond alone. Electronic handbrake, auto hold function, physical button for a lot of great functions here, shift by wire transmission, and you can put it also in S mode. Once you put it in drive, you can put the gearbox in S, in sport mode, which is great. While you are in eco mode, you have a faster response, and you have also those pedals to change the gears manually. If you want to have some fun, physical buttons here for cruise control, and also for different functions for the cockpit, for example. And here on the screen, you can see right here in this area with 0.5 kilometer plus, and you have this gas station icon. That means how much time the car was cruising in electric mode, which is cool. It's a mild hybrid, but it shows you how much time the car didn't use the petrol engine. I will reset the consumption. I think I go through every single detail. Consumption on this car pretty didn't matter. We have heated steering wheel, heated seats. I will put it on level 1 because we don't need so powerful. And then we have very low. Let me reset it and let's drive it. Let's have some fun with this amazing car. It comes with 360 degrees cameras as well. The engine is not warm, so I'm not going to accelerate too hard. So we will kind of drive first a little bit slower, and then in the end, as we go on the highway, I will try to some acceleration. But the car reacts incredible. I mean, the grip on the ground, and even today it's wet. We have winter tires, and I drive it before. It has such a good grip, so fun to drive. I really enjoy driving this car. The position here on the seats, it's perfect. So those seats, I don't know, they managed to make it to be also comfortable, but in the same time sporty, to have great grip. And also you can adjust the side support. You can make it tighter if you want to have a better hold, you know. And when you accelerate, it feels so good. It's gripping the ground. It's so nice. Perfect visibility around the windows. The steering wheel in leather. It's lovely grip. The same fat, nice steering wheel that BMW uses with. I really like it. Also good visibility through the steering wheel, to the screens here. The navigation, it's also one of the best and one of the most responsive one. Now we will go also on the highway, also in the city a little bit. Regarding the suspension, man, I don't know if there are so many things to say about this car. Probably this is one of the best coupe that you can buy in 2025 when it comes to sporty feeling. If you really want a coupe that feels sporty, nice, and enjoy driving it, this might be one of the best these days that you can get it. It has the latest technology, great layout, good position of the buttons, and great driving feeling. Right now in eco mode, the steering is softer. Even if you put in comfort mode, the steering becomes softer. It's a little bit more responsive. But in eco mode, like we are right now in eco mode, the good part is that it gives you the power slowly. The engine is much more silent. The start-stop engine system and the auto hold system, it works so smooth, so nice. The pedals, everything, it's perfect setup. There are not too many things to say in this video. Just enjoy driving it because it's such a good car. And BMW have this engine 3 liter 6 cylinders in line with this transmission. They work so good, so smooth together. And you know, when I drive this car, I better most of the time shut up to hear the transition, the way it works, the system, and it's a really enjoyable car. I really like it. So if you are on the market for a coupe like that, man, you have to try this BMW. You have also different versions to choose from, not only this M440i, but I think this version it's the most fun to drive. Excepting the M4 and so on, but this one it's really fun to drive. I really enjoy it. I mean, for the money that you pay, you get a lot of stuff, and you can just hear the engine, enjoy that sound. You can see when it's changing the gears, it's like you don't have any transmission. It's like everything is so smooth, man. No vibration, no sound, nothing. It's just so linear. It's changing the gears really nice, really in the perfect moment. It's extremely good. Now, regarding the sound insulation, it's pretty windy and pretty cold, and you have wet roads, so sound insulation it's pretty good. I would say from 1 to 10, around 8.59, around there. We will go also on the highway at high speed, so you can see a little bit and hear a little bit better. I'm not going to push it too hard. I'm waiting until the temperature get to the engine, go to the right spot in order to try some accelerations. Very good visibility, very good placement on the seats. On those curves it sits so well, so well. Of course, it comes with cruise control. You can activate it from here, you can set it up from here, cruise control, lane assist, all that safety features. I'm not going to focus on those because I just want to enjoy driving it without autopilot and stuff like that. Over the bumps, it's pretty comfortable when you are in eco mode, which is pretty nice. I mean, that's why they kind of combine this car in a perfect mix between comfort and sportivity. And even if you are in comfort or in eco mode, you have very good comfort over the bumps. Now, you don't have double glass, and they're simple single glass, but the sound insulation seems to be pretty fine. It's not the best. I saw BMWs with better sound insulation, but it's pretty good. Regarding the comfort and the position on the seats, I would say it's 10 from 10, very good. Perfect array here of the screens, steering wheel, great quality. The buttons are perfectly placed in the center console. It's lovely the way it is. We will still drive in eco mode. We will accelerate a little bit here on the highway. The wipers work smooth and nice. Can accelerate a little bit. Stability on the road at high speeds, it's perfect. I mean, driving 120, you barely don't feel nothing. I mean, it sits so well on the road. It's like you're driving at much lower speed. And now, surprisingly, look at this, with all this snow and wind from the front, yeah, you basically don't hear too much noise from outside. It's impressive. It's impressive, and the car, it sits so well on the road. It's like sticking to the ground. Incredible. Going to the comfort mode right now, switching to comfort mode, Right now the car, it's a little bit more responsive, so it gives you the power much faster, much quicker. You can feel the pedal become much more responsive. It's lovely. I think the comfort mode, it's the perfect spot to drive daily, you know. I mean, you put it in sport only when you want to have fun, eco mode just when you want to drive economical, but if you want to have fun on twisty roads, I think comfort mode is the best way to go. It's really well set up. Now the suspension over big bumps, you feel a little bit stiffer. You notice that they set up a little bit stiffer, but yeah, they have all these adaptive chassis and suspension, so they react perfectly almost in every situation. And then when you switch it to sport mode, and we will do that in a second, then the car become a monster, and the sound is different. You have this iconic sound from the speakers as well, which will enhance the sound, and I will show you that. Will make you feel really special. On the curves, it stays extremely well. I don't even need to tell you, the side support are perfect, visibility, and yeah, it's hard to complain about this car. It's hard to find something that you don't like. And let me put it in sport mode right now, and we will go definitely in sport plus, not sport individual. I will let the car choose for me. I can put also the gearbox in S in sport. Oh my goodness. It sits so well on the road. Man, now the direction, the steering become much more responsive, much more direct to the wheels. So you definitely feel it's so direct. You feel every single millimeter of the wheel when it's turning. It's crazy good, and the suspension, it's like sticking to the ground. It gives you such a nice feedback. So lovely fit, and hear this out. You have also that sounds from the exhaust. Oh my god, I love it. I love the sound, I love the feeling, and the way it's gripping, it's phenomenal. Such a pleasant car to drive. Whoa, the grip, it's insane, man. It's, by the way, it's four-wheel drive, permanently four-wheel drive. So the car will drive permanently the all four wheels, distributing the power depending on the needs on the road. Oh boy, the sound, the feeling, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. You can't get enough driving this car. This is one of the most fun car that I drive in the last 6 months. It's in my top. I really enjoying it. It's light, it's nice, it feels perfect setup. Perfect. Suspension, everything. It's so pleasant. And now, even with this kind of condition, the grip, I drive it a little bit earlier on some curves, and the grip, also acceleration, everything, it's so well set up, so well thought. Lovely car. We go out of the highway. too bad. Somehow it's bad that we have these kind of conditions of snow and stuff like that, but in the same time it's good because we can test it also on those kind of wetty condition. And we have winter tires. Yeah, basically I think with summer tires should be even more fun to drive and not so noisy on the highway at high speeds. But yeah, basically it's not, you can hear too much noise. You hear now because you have also this wind and snow and water on the ground, so it's kind of normal. But so nice, so pleasant to drive. Man, and the steering, it's so good. Come on, please, girls, do your stuff. Yeah, now if we are lucky, we can kind of try some acceleration here at the exit of the highway. Lucky if nobody comes from behind, and we are kind of are. Oh, oh my goodness. Whoa. Fun to drive. Fun, man. In the beginning it's struggling a little bit because it's wet on the ground and icy. It's also kind of cold outside, but then it's gripping and it's pulling extremely well. You can feel how it's engaging all that distribution of power, and all those differential and systems, they work so good. Fantastic job. Man, I love the car. Man, I love the feeling. It's extreme. The car, it's crazy good. And we have like 11.5 liter consumption until now, the way we drive, and I can switch back to drive not in S, the gearbox, so we have a little bit longer, and the engine will stay at lower RPMs. It's crazy good, super fun to drive, super fun. I tried also yesterday, was not so snowy, was so kind of dry on the road, and I tried some acceleration from 0 and it was like insane. It was crazy fun, and the grip was extremely well. But right now it's also wet and down on the ground, a little bit of ice probably, I'm not sure, but wet for sure. So it's normal if the car is kind of slipping a little bit. But yeah, anyway, fantastic driving feeling. Even the stalks, everything you touch in the car, it feels extremely premium and good quality. But I like so much the steering, the way they set up the steering. It's insane. I love it. It's my favorite, one of my favorite part. And of course the comfort. It's the only thing I wish they could improve. Of course it's frameless window, maybe a little bit the sound insulation from outside, but I'm not sure because now, you know, it is also pretty snowy and windy, and you can make an idea exactly about that. But excepting that, everything seems to be extremely good and almost perfect. It's insanely good. Now if we put it in comfort, going over those bumps here, this is the supreme test here over those bumps. There are really big railways bumps here, and I slow down. And it's doing lovely. It's doing fine, pretty fine. I put it in comfort because I want to be sure that it is in comfort, the suspension over those bumps. Nice, lovely car. And right now when you're in eco mode, the engine is so silent, it becomes extremely silent. Not too many vibrations. And here over this bump, top car, man. Anyway, once you set up, by the way, once you set up a direction here, for example a petrol station, you will see that on the map, on the cockpit, you can see also information about the direction. So let me choose one. It will show you, you can see the camera right here in the front. How cool is that? I mean, you have also the camera from the front because you have 360 degrees camera. When you activate the navigation, the car will show you in which direction to go. Turning circle seems to be extremely good, very good. Basically on the roundabouts you turn super fast, super quick. Look at the camera, it's so cool, and it shows you a lot of infos there, and also on the screen. And yeah, basically I don't want to go too much into detail with all this multimedia because I already go in a review video, but keep in mind that it is a super nice setup of the digital cockpit and also multimedia screen. And yeah, it's pretty fine. Good. Let's park around here, guys, basically, and I want to show you the 360 degrees camera once you park it. Let me park it around here. So once you go in reverse, you can see the car will open the cameras, also dim down the mirror on the right side. And right now we have water on the camera on the rear, but the resolution, it's extremely good, and you can park it extremely easy. You can see I park it just perfectly between the lines. When you go in the front, you can see also the rear camera still, but when you put it in park and you go here to the 3D, you can see what's happening around the car in real time and how I park the car. Super nice, right? Super cool stuff. Let me show you the consumption and we will end up this video. 10.6 liter consumption here. You can see the car. Oh, I love those laser tail lights, they look so cool. And yeah, you can see a lot of infos around here, anticipation, acceleration, all that stuff, if the car have any errors. Lovely car. I really enjoy driving it, man. I mean, it's such a bliss to have this car in the garage. So yeah, if you have the money, if you're on the market for some coupe car which you want to feel also you know, like sporty and fun to drive, yeah, this might be the perfect one. Definitely go and test drive it, go and see it, and then come back and write me in the comment if I was right or not. But yeah, incredible car. Don't miss out the videos with the review because I explain you everything about it: interior, exterior, multimedia, technical data, even about those seats and space and so on. Definitely check out that video. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate that, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, stay safe, and we see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.